Hey team, it's Leo here, and I have another short video, little training video to show you how to do a couple of things with Neighborhood Nerds. As many of you know, we use Trello a lot. We've been talking about it a little bit. I've been posting on Slack. Many of you have already been in Trello and understand how to get around and how to use it. I just want to let you know from the horse's mouth why we have it and what it's for. We use Trello mainly for kind of task management, things that we need to do and then how to get them done, process flow. We also use it works very well as a document management system. So we use it for our member manuals and our shop manuals. Let's take a look. Here's all the members, like all of the nerds should have been added. So if you haven't received your invite, let me know. But you should have received an invite and you should be able to follow that email that's sent to you, a link, so that you can sign up to join our team. Here's all the boards that we have available to us right now. This is a temporary board. This is the Hamilton House Tech Talk that we're going to do on Wednesday. So it's got just some tasks in it. We can go look at it right now. So it's got needs over here, things we need to be doing. You know, we need to find some sponsors for the events. We need a projector. We need a projector screen, PA system, food, drinks, invitation template. Somebody needs to contact Brown Airs to follow up. That should be Matt. You can assign people to it, so you can change members and say that Matt Tunstall is on that card. Then that's attached to Matt. People can own different cards. You can just put your name. You can change labels, like I said. Like if you want to make it a high priority item, you can put high or something like that. And that is high priority. And it is on that card then as high priority. You pick the cards up, you move them around to go from here to here to here. So right now they're in needs. We drag them over here to actually to do whenever somebody's assigned to them. Somebody needs to take on these responsibilities. Then it's in doing and then done. Just a real simple process for getting ready for Wednesday. Now, what we use it, wait just a minute, I jumped out completely. I have a lot of boards and a lot of companies that I'm working with using Trello. But if we go back and we're looking at Neighborhood Nerds, and we can see all the boards that are attached to Neighborhood Nerds. Come on, view the team. The main thing you'll see us doing with this is building our shop manuals. So we use Trello for document management. So here, if you read this first, it'll kind of explain to you how we do it. There's a card that is suggested as an idea saying we need a standard or a process around these things over here. And these are just anything anybody wants to put in. You know, we need to create this. This needs to be a process that all the nerds know how to do. There is a template system that's in Drive that's also explained in this README card. You move them over here. These are approved by the management to say these can be worked on. Once they're approved, they're drug over here to designing. If they're in designing, someone is attached to them with their initials, so they have their initials on the card, and that says who's responsible for developing that card. From designing, they get moved over here when they're done, and that's done according to the person that's in charge. Moves it over here, and it says ready for review. And then during this point, it gets reviewed by the management again. And then whenever we say, yeah, all the documentation is there, the manual entry looks great for the shop manual, which is again a Google Drive document that's under one of these cards. Like if we go look at one of these, like Stephanie's working on this. This is the Nerd Collective, has a due date of today to be complete. Here's a little description that you can write quickly. Here's the link to the card. So if you click that, it takes you to the card. I mean, not to the card, to the document that's being created. Takes a little while here because I'm recording it, but it's going to take you straight into the shop manual document in Google Drive, which everybody can be in here editing at the same time. We can close that back out, go back to Trello. And you can also add images and comments and suggestions. Everybody can put whatever they want to in this in here. You can make labels. This is a label for operations. Just pick where it goes. And these colors align with the folders that are in Google Drive. Members, you can assign different members. Like even though you're the lead of it, like Stephanie's the lead, she could pull anybody she wanted to in and then ask them for help on the card. On the card, you can reference people by doing an @ So when you add somebody to the card and you say, hey, I need you to do some research on this or figure this out or write this section, we can do that. You can add checklists, due dates, attachments. You can move it from in here, or you can just drag it like we were talking about. So that's why I keep referring to Trello as our document management system, because it's a very easy way for a card to have a lot of information on it, but ultimately you're creating a document that lives on Google Drive that gets put into our folder. And we want, eventually we'd like to actually have a physical binder in the shop that we would use for not only this shop, but future shops, so we know how everybody does all of their jobs. All right, that is Trello. Everybody should have a link to it and be able to get into it without any problems. And I think whenever we're talking about Slack, that's when we'll talk about all the shortcuts in Slack of how to create a Trello card, update a Trello card, move Trello cards, all that stuff from in Slack with little quick tips there. All right, thanks a lot.